I guess you don't call it masturbation. I was having sex with the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in the corner of the couch between the pillow you put your back on and the pillow you sit on. So like the crevice. Where
you were just like turn sideways.
And I would have sex with that. And then I would like, I don't know, come on my stomach or whatever. I would turn. I'd pull out.
Yeah. The urge to have sex when you're going through puberty as a teenager, it's like, it's all consuming. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, the first time I jerked off,
yeah,
dude, after work, like I had this urge in me for probably a couple years, few years. I don't know. I was maybe 13. I don't know the exact age. 13, 14, maybe 12, 13, 14, I'll say. And I had this urge. I didn't know what it was. So you live with this urge. And then all of a sudden you come for the first time for yourself and you're like, what the like it's scary, borderline scary, because you're like, what just came out of my penis that's not urine?
Yeah.
So that's a little weird.
Yeah.
And but it felt like you just released every tension in your body.
Yeah.
And it feels really good too.
Yeah.
So from that moment on, it's like you're
Game
a whole
over.
new person. Your life changes after that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy, man. And then you're doing it everywhere.
Everywhere.
Dude,
you're finding new places.
Oh, you find new places. I don't know if I've ever told you. I mean, this is graphic, but whatever.
Dude.
I had the craziest place I ever like masturbated as a young kid, before the age of 16, when you're like really kind of dating girl, some people earlier than that, but whatever.
Right.
Was I would have this little spot in the basement. We had this blue like velvet couch.
Yeah.
And I had this little spot in the basement where I'd go down and just watch like whatever videos I want, like VHS tapes, whatever we had down there. But I also would jerk off down there because it was like a little man cave dungeon, you know? It's dirty little
of course.
Like
those old basements.
We lived in a nice place, but it was just like nothing down there, nothing on the wall. It was just like a shitty entertainment center, a TV, and this blue kind of like
majestic couch.
The couch it kind of had this not velvety feel, but something like that,
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I would turn away from the TV and I would have sex. I guess you don't call it masturbation. I was having sex with the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in the corner of the couch between the pillow you put your back on and the pillow you sit on. So like the crevice. Where you
were just like turn sideways.
And I would have sex with that. And then I would like, I don't know, come on my stomach or whatever. I would turn. I'd pull out.
Yeah.
But like those moments, even though they're just, I think back at them, I'm like, what the fuck was I doing, dude? Like,
you don't know.
This is but I couldn't control it. It was like, and when women definitely don't understand it, but like just hearing that, they should understand, even though it's graphic, it's like, dude, I couldn't control it. I was having sex with a couch. And I felt shame from it, but I also was like, fuck it. Because it was that much it was like I had to do it.
Yeah.
I had to do it.
There was no other option.
Yeah. So, and luckily I was able to learn how to curb those feelings. You get older and you learn like
at least
self-control.
You didn't develop a fetish of couches.
Before you really start getting into dating. Now I know some guys are like, I dated a girl when I was fucking 12 or 13 and I was hooking up with girls. That's fine. Yeah. I liked girls and things, but I didn't like have physical, I don't know. I wasn't making out and, going to second and third base until I was later, till I was like 16 and 17.
Mm-hmm.
But leading up to that, I was doing all these weird self things,
self-control
but I was learning self-control throughout it, because then, once you start dating, if you don't have self-control, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, or nobody's going to want to date you, or you're going to be known as the town piece of shit or whatever it is, But man, some of those moments, you look back at them you look back a little bit disgusted with what you did, but you also know you kind of couldn't help it.
Yeah, I was talking to Courtney the other day about like I've had moments in my life where I do things and I don't even know who that person was. You know what I mean? I'm just like, like I can think back and like, what was I thinking in that moment? Oh, I was thinking this. I was like, there was too much going on in my brain to even make a logical decision on what I should do. What's the best thing in this moment? It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. You can't even figure it out.
Yeah, I think about that a lot because like, you know, in church, you know, it's looked down upon. You know, sex is demonized in such a weird way. You know, and it's like you tell someone to not act out at all on the most natural thing that you could do at this point in your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you've just gone through puberty and you're out of control, but don't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, even masturbation is like one of those things like, nope, can't do that either. How do you even survive?
It's hard to even say. It's still hard sometimes to say the word.
Right.
Because you feel like, you know, you're saying something wrong.
Yeah.
Which to some people it is wrong.
Right.
And whatever. I respect that. If you think that, that's fine. But I mean, to me, it's just, yeah, you learn self-control through that though, man. I think forget the religion thing as far as like why you should or shouldn't do it. It's just learning what the right times are to do it and when not to. And, you know, you're also just learning about your body, I guess, too.